Right, so I'm now joined by Amber Jackson-Fennell, who's had a very busy day at Paxford. 3 rides today, Amber?
Yeah, 3 rides. They all ran their own races, just a little bit on the softer side for some of them. But Bob Borelli was probably the standout, carrying a penalty a week later. But he put in a good performance. Just ran out puff at the end.
You weren't beaten far though, were you? Because I was actually down by the start and I thought you'd won.
It wasn't far, but yeah, Tommy, to be fair, timed it to perfection. But I mean, he still ran a brilliant race. Can't fault him.
And all horses you train at home, and let's be honest here, everything you train at home, we've spoken 100 times, but none of them are easy, straightforward, you know, guaranteed winners. You've done a great job to get these horses winning races.
Oh yeah, they're the best way to describe them is they're definitely a selection box, and they're all very different to look at and to ride and to train. But they all like their little routine, and that's what works the best for them because it's just so different at mine, and they'll enjoy that.
Yeah, all different. And Get By, bit disappointing today.
Bit disappointing today, but this is the first time I've ran him on stiff track. I thought he'd just keep galloping, but I'd say the ground's probably a bit soft for him, and he's just getting a bit wise through it all now. I thought the
he likes hunter chasing, Amber.
Yeah.
Second twice this season.
Well, I took the headgear off and thinking it might make him go faster, but it did the opposite.
So headgear back on him now?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Bless him. And so novice champion of the 2022-23 season, I think, you know, it's fair to say last season was pretty rubbish, and so it must be great to be back winning, riding, you know, having rides for the people, Heidi Brookshaw, winning, you know, it's great.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, I said that to Mum at the start of this season. I said we just forget about last season. It didn't exist, just didn't happen.
Yeah.
And just wipe a clean slate on all the horses as well. It's like Grenadines bounce back, and you just have to kind of throw it in the back pocket and just forget about it and move on. And I think this year I've been very lucky. I mean, I've stepped in at Heidi's just because Tommy's injured, but to be called up to ride for her is brilliant because she has a lovely team, and it's brilliant to be supported by her, and nice to get some outside rides because it doesn't happen very often now.
No, and much deserved, because I mean it's bonkers really that you haven't sort of set sail from where you left off after that amazing season. So brilliant that, you know, the hard work is all paying off.
Yeah.
And deservedly so.
Yeah.
And also, obviously, you know, you are recently, you know, you've had your gorgeous homebred, so you are now renowned for owner, breeder, trainer, rider of your gorgeous Amatchmadeinheaven. What's the plan with him now?
So he's going to go to Aintree. That was always the goal. Exeter was kind of just a stepping stone. He just came to hand so quickly, and then when obviously I was out when he went to Lark Hill, but we couldn't hold him back any longer. He was revved and ready. And when he's revved and ready, that's it. So then he went to Exeter, and I mean, he will carry a penalty at Aintree, but to be honest, I think the track will suit him down to the ground. So I'm not afraid of that. And at the end of the day, whatever he does, he's already exceeded expectations. So whatever he does at Aintree is just
anything's a bonus.
Yeah,
isn't it?
exactly.
Because just tell us a bit of an interesting backstory, isn't it? The mare was your first pointer, is that right?
Yeah, so we bought the mare off Pre-Loved for £1,000 as a brood mare. She kept bucking them off, so they couldn't get her to go up the gallop. So we bought her off them and said we'd give her a go pointing, and she only bucked me off once. She was quite good. She never knew where she was going. But he is a spit of her. And I mean, her form probably didn't look the best, but I was just finding out all about pointing with her together, and she'd never ran over fences. So obviously she won on the flat and hurdles, and then she won a point-to-point when I'd stopped to keep my novice status, and Daniel Kine won on her. And then she had him during lockdown, then we brought her back, and she was brilliant. And unfortunately she got injured and we lost her, but we still have him, which is a nice part to have of her, because they're very similar in many ways.
They do look very similar, and it's just such a special story, the fact you bred him, and he looks pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I said to Mum when we had him, he could just be useless. We would just imagine he is, and if anything else, we'd be pleased. But to be fair, he was really easy to break in. He was a dream, and he was a bit backwards, but then all of a sudden the penny dropped, and he's completely opposite now. He just absolutely thrives off his work, and he will gallop round the field all morning, and he always has so much energy, and he's just he's just unbelievable. The amount of antics he gets up to before he runs, everything. But he is hard as nails.
He's a racehorse.
He won't back down.
And how many have you got in at home?
So we started the season with 6, I think it is. Yeah, something like that. It's around 6 mark. We sold one on, it didn't work out, but we obviously one's now injured, but we're on the last few good ground horses anyway, so
Yeah,
keep
busy
going
day.
with them.
So when you get home tonight at God knows what time, you've got to do evening stables and start all again tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got a couple of flat pre-trainers, and we've had a few RORs off Alan and Lorne, and so it's quite busy this time of year, but these guys will go out tomorrow and have a nice little day out in the field. But it's pretty easy. We have our routine and it works for us, and thankfully I don't have to do much evening stables, usually just bring them in.
Brilliant. Well, top team, you and your mum.
Yeah.
Good luck for the rest of the season, and yeah, keep kicking those winners in.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll try my best.
So one last thing, Amber, celebratory song, good day at the races, couple of winners, or even just a winner. What's the go-to song?
Probably the real Slim Shady.
Bit of Eminem.
Yeah.
Love it. Good choice.
Ooh.